Don't let the Jaguar F-Pace's sport utility-like proportions fool you, because this thing is little more than a sports car masquerading as a sport utility vehicle. The F-Pace can be dressed up in 6 different trim packages with the choice of diesel or gas engines. The gas engine is obviously the performance-oriented choice, and it's the one I would probably go with. Our testers finished in R Sport guise and features the same 3-liter supercharged V6 used throughout Jaguar Land Rover's lineup. It's good for 340 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty, but if you need a little bit more, you can step up to the S trim, which features 380 horsepower to go along with 332 pound-feet of torque. The engine comes mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission built by ZF, and it's honestly one of the finest on the market. It features rapid-fire shifts, and it never leaves you wanting a gear. It knows exactly what to do and when to do it, and these paddles are almost useless in most situations. With power sent to all 4 wheels, the throttle response is nice and punchy, and the exhaust note is phenomenal, and it sounds a little bit like the V6 powered Jaguar F-Type. This thing is impressively responsive in every way and features steering feel and feedback that's atypical of an SUV, and it really does drive a lot more like a sports car than you would expect it to. There also isn't much body roll to speak of, and you can throw it into a corner without feeling like it's going to come undone. The trade-off, of course, is that it is a little stiffer than most people would like, and I think the suspension could be a little bit cushier, especially in normal mode. One area the F-Pace does feel like an SUV is through the commanding view of the road ahead you get from the driver's seat. However, visibility elsewhere is fairly poor, and it can be difficult to see out the sides and the back. There's not a ton of space in the second row, and as you can see, headroom isn't great. However, there is an impressive amount of cargo room. This thing classifies as a mid-size SUV, but there's almost 35 cubic feet of storage space behind the second row of seats. When it comes to comfort and convenience, the F-Pace is about as loaded as you would expect and can be fitted with all kinds of features like a Wi-Fi hotspot, heated and ventilated seats, you name it. Same thing goes for fit and finish, which is impressive as you would expect from a Jaguar. The seats are nice and comfy, the leather used on them is phenomenal. There's not a whole lot to be desired here. The F-Pace is charting a new course for a brand long synonymous with comfy sedans and sporty coupes and convertibles, and it's doing a pretty impressive job of it. It's also careful not to step on the toes of sister brand Land Rover by being a sport utility that has an emphasis on the sport. But does that sporty side do enough to make this AutoGuide.com's Utility Vehicle of the Year? Check out the next video in our series to find out.